You too. Don't mean to look crazy. Straightforward. I am a single mother trying to make it. I had a FBI parole officer tell my son's dad, who was on federal paper, that I was one of the ones who called him in for speeding, doing over 180 on the highway. And I thought he had my son in the car with him. I was scared. And like I said, I called the 911 anonymous, and other people that were on their way to work called in too. And all I know is when I called my son's cell phone, the parole officer, um, his name is Mr. Sebastian from Kansas City Federal Parole Officer, told him that I had called him in. So now here I am waiting to find out what's going to happen, and I am scared to death. Oh, Jesus, please do not judge me by the way I look. These bruises are from people attacking me. I've been attacked. Jacob, will you share?
The people have beat up my mama 5 times and the police haven't did anything. And I'm scared that they will do something else.
I had people attack me, and when the police came out, the only thing they said they would take me to jail too. Um, honestly, like recently, my car was stolen from me. I called it in at 3:30. They didn't do anything about it. Two white officers that came out were very rude and disrespectful, taking, saying things as though they were the judge. Then my auntie had to call them back out at 7:30 a.m. and they still didn't do nothing. I didn't get a police report until 5 o'clock the next afternoon when I spoke to Operator 41, and she told me that the police put it in their database that I gave my car away for drugs. I don't do drugs. I am a single mother working through a temp agency. I'm scraping up change just to get by, just to put gas in the tank. I'm going to have to pawn this computer tomorrow just to be able to get through the work week. They're working us 8 hours at this job and we don't get nothing but a 10-minute break. I have no one to keep my son. I had the police. Not only did they not report my car stolen, but they sent family services. There were three police officers, and no, there were two police officers and it was five of them. It was three social workers and two police officers at my front door. And my apartment manager felt like that I am in too much mess, and she violated my lease. And now I'm going to be homeless. I'm supposed to be out of my place by September 30th. And I am just like not knowing what to do. My mother, she had a stroke in 2004. She's in a nursing home. They won't even the state of Missouri won't even let me take her out. They didn't let me take her out for the 4th of July. They didn't let me bring her out for Labor Day. She feel like that she's being caged in there. I called Fox 4, I called Channel 9, and Channel 9 News. One of the ladies that answered the phone said I should use common sense. My son's dad, his cousin is Mr. Cananzi, or one of the biggest prosecutors, was one of the biggest prosecutors of Kansas City, Missouri. They don't even see my son. They don't. His mother, none of them want to see my son. They're prejudiced. They're white. They don't even ask them how. They don't even know who he is. None of his family members want to have anything to do with him and I. And again, please do not judge me by the way I look. Um, I have always struggled with my appearance and my disability. I am afraid that I am going to one day end up either being locked up for something I didn't do or something I did to have to get by. Um, I am afraid, and I hope I am getting feedback. I hope someone will help me. I have went to many lawyers. I have looked through the phone book and contact lawyers, but no lawyer will take my harassment cases. I have a job at Cary Square Nursing Home for 8 months. Do you know the owner, supervisor, administrator, Todd? Um, He fired me because he said that I shouldn't have worn stockings on dress down day when there was another employee wearing a shirt that said, "Did you get your fix for the day?" I've been fired at other numerous, another nurse, two other nursing homes because I am by the book. I work really hard. You can ask my supervisors at UPS. I work hard. I go in, I work. I don't play, I don't gossip, I work. But I am still discriminated against. I am ashamed of my parents. I do struggle. My son and I are going to be homeless again like we was back in 2010 when I was kicked out of Kensington Courts because some girls jumped me real bad when I came home one day from visiting my mother at the nursing home. And every time something bad has happened to me, I pour down the rain. I wrote in college. And do you know my instructor? I showed up every day. Out of the 5 students in the class, I was there every day except the first day that we started, and that's because I had to attend her funeral. Do you know she failed me, and all she had to do was give me an incomplete because I didn't have an essay, one of my essays completed. The counselors there, they just want to know how long I've been with my baby's daddy. They want to know all these personal questions, which I don't mind sharing. And then when I ask them to try to help me get a show on Dr. Phil or something like that, they say they don't have the authority to do that. They cannot reach out and do things like that for me. They failed me because one of my books was tore out, um, and I had to pay $200 for that book. And I don't have. They said that I need 7 credits to complete college to go on. Excuse me, to continue for the fall. I'm not able to do it because I don't have the 200 something dollars to pay for the to continue. I just, like I said, I'm in a no-win situation. I don't know what to do. I have no money to even get back and forth to work. And I don't like the fact that I have to put my son on here. My neighbors, they are very disrespectful to my son and I. And I had a guy that I was dating for 2 years. He beat me real bad. And I tried to get a restraining order. And Gladstone Police Department said they would not give me a restraining order against him. They would not put order of protection against him. So just tell me, what should I do? Where am I lead? What am I to do? What am I to do? Um, Again, don't judge me. Just reach out to my son, please. And yes, I seek counseling. Do you know there's a 2 month waiting list? What am I to do to make sure me and my son's safety and well-being will be okay? Someone reach back, please.